Why do you do the things you do? What's the purpose behind why you do what you do? Have you ever stopped to think about that? Really let that sink in and contemplate, why am I doing this? Like, what's the genuine reason behind why I'm doing this? Guys, we have to, it's critical. We have to know why we're doing what we do. What's the purpose? What's driving us? And you may think that, oh, it doesn't matter as long as we get the good result at the end. That's not true, because understanding why we're doing the things we do is going to help us during the process of getting towards the end. And it can even alter what happens at the end, or how it will alter us at the end. So it's extremely important for us to stop and think and understand and know why we do what we do. So let me tell you all a quick story. When I was in college, I used to work at a gym. And in this gym, we would get Employee of the Month. And so, of course, Employee of the Month, maybe they're picking up extra shifts, or they're working extra hard, or they're helping out, or they're doing whatever. They're notable employees that are being recognized in front of everybody for their efforts. So I wanted to be Employee of the Month. So what was I doing? I was picking up shifts. I was doing extra jobs. I was doing fitness testing. I was doing personal training. I was doing just regular floor monitoring. I was doing classes. I was doing everything. Month after month after month. I kept getting passed over. And over and over and over. And eventually I got frustrated. I was like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and nothing's coming to fruition. So I stopped picking up extra shifts. I stopped putting that extra effort in. I stopped teaching classes. I kept doing the fitness testing and things like that, but I stopped putting that extra effort. And so why is that a bad thing? Because some people might be thinking, absolutely. If they're not recognizing you, you need to stop putting in that work. I'm only going to do exactly what they're paying me for. That is the absolute wrong way to think. I was dead wrong in the way I was thinking at that time. And if you're thinking that, you are absolutely dead wrong, because I didn't know why I was doing what I wanted to do. Or I should say I did know what it was, but it was the wrong reason. I was doing good to get something. I was doing good. I was doing all this extra stuff so I could get something. I wasn't doing it being genuine. I wasn't just being a nice guy. I wasn't, trying to help the team. It wasn't about that. And maybe they picked up on that. I don't know. But what I do know is that my motive was not pure. And that's why when push came to shove and things didn't go the way I wanted them to, it was easier for me to stop putting extra effort than to say, maybe I could check myself and see, am I really doing this for the right reasons? What are the steps? What do we do, right? What do we do in order to not think like that? First, you got to stop and think. As a matter of fact, even before we do that, before we get into solving the problem and stuff like that, let me run with this thought real quick. Right. The way I should have been thinking in that job was I should have been thinking, what kind of value can I add to where I am? How can I better myself? How can I use the personal training and working the floor and working on maintenance and doing fitness training and doing the classes? What can I learn? What can I gain from this? What can I add to this place while I'm here? My motive should have been to improve the place where I'm at. That should have been my motive. And trust, it's changed drastically since then. That was, close to 15 years ago now. Almost 20. It's changed drastically. You wanna know why? Because I now know how to change my motive. I now know how to go and operate and add value and know exactly what I'm doing, exactly why I'm doing it. And so what has happened now, the job I'm at now, I'm gonna give you another story, another example. So I'm the school counselor at my school I work at, elementary school. And we got a shelf in the men's bathroom. When I went into the men's bathroom and I saw the shelf, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. We could actually put supplies there and make like a really nice, I mean, some cologne, some mints, some like lotion for your hands after you wash them because your hands get dry, some mouthwash. Like, I'm thinking this through just by seeing the bookshelf. And I said, you know what, let me go ahead and do that and put it all together. So I put a little tray together with all that stuff. I did it for the men's bathroom. I also did it for the women's bathroom. Guys, it's not part of my job description. No one told me to do it. I saw some way I could add value because I love the place I'm at. I love the people I work with. Let me add value to their life. It'd be nice to go into the bathroom and see something nice like that. I'm learning to add value, not to get anything. I didn't do it for a pay raise. I didn't do it for a pat on the back. I didn't announce it. Hey, everybody, look at me. Look what I did. No, I want this place to be better because that's just the right thing to do. And every time I do that, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm becoming a better person, I'm becoming a better man, a better counselor, a better team member, a better leader. I'm becoming better. Better than trying to earn a few extra pennies or a employee of the month. Better than that, more valuable than that, priceless even. So how do we get to that point? How do we get to the point where we know what our motive is and we do it for the right reasons instead of the wrong ones? First, you got to be mindful. You get to stop and think, I'm putting this extra effort in. Why am I putting this extra effort in? Is it just because someone told me to do it? Is it just because it needs to get done? Or is it because I really want this place to be better? You need to stop and think about why you're doing what you're doing, why you're doing the effort. It's honestly just stopping and thinking. If stopping and thinking is difficult for you, you need to stop and write. Get your thoughts out. Write it down. Sometimes it helps to get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. You could see it, you could read it, well, that's right, or how does that sound? Or let someone else look at it afterwards, someone you trust. Let them look over it, let them read it, let them tell you, maybe you're doing this for the wrong reasons. I have to say, guys, it's really, really important for us to know why we're doing what we're doing. In addition to having the right motive, it also helps when things get difficult. It also helps when things become unfair. It also helps when you feel like you're not being noticed. If you shift your focus from the light's supposed to be on you to you shining light on everybody else and everything else, you're gonna realize there's so much more that you can do, so much more that you can give, so much more value that you can add to where you are. And when you do that, here's the crazy part, guys. It's not crazy. It's God's principle, right? And God's principles are always opposite of the world. The more value you give to others and create in others' lives, the more valuable you become. I'll say that one more time. The more value you add to where you are and to other people, the more valuable you become. The reverse is also true. If you wait around for people to see the value in you, you're waiting for people to add value to you before you add it out anywhere else, whether that be money or affirmation or anything like that, the less valuable you become. Strongly recommend you take a stop and you think about how you can add value and also think about why you do what you do. What's the purpose? What's my drive? What's my passion? What's my motivation? What keeps me going? Because guess what? Things will get hard along the way, and I don't want you to be like me and stop adding value because I didn't get what I wanted. Having a little tantrum. I didn't have a tantrum, but by not adding value, in my eyes, that's having a tantrum. I should have went harder. I should have helped more. I should have realized that you do it for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. Those are the things you have to do in order to understand why you do what you do. I know it's like, well, is that all? Just stop and think about it, write it down, talk to someone about it. Guys, it's not complicated and it's not rocket science. I promise you, it's not complicated and it's not rocket science. The only caveat to all this is you got to be willing to hear uncomfortable things. You got to be willing to confront those uncomfortable thoughts, those uncomfortable motives, If it looks nasty and dirty and it is nasty and dirty, then just it is nasty and dirty. You're not nasty and dirty. Maybe you're just confused. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe it was based off of, your life experiences, whatever. Just because you come to a negative realization about something in your life does not mean you're a horrible person. So be ready to accept the truth that comes your way. And if your motives are not pure, that's fine. Stop what you're doing, readjust your motives, and do it for the right reasons. And you're going to start seeing the results you wish to see in the first place. So I just encourage everybody. I encourage you. Find out why you do what you do. And when you find that out, when you understand why you do what you do, if it's bad, then you can change it. If it's good, then make it even better. If you can add more fuel to the fire, more motivation, more purpose, then so be it. Add it. If you're saying, you know what, I have a hard time being honest with myself, I need help with that, I need help seeing that, and guys, hit me up. Contact me, reach out, we set up a free consultation, see if it's a good fit, and we get you on the right path to adding value wherever you are, to understanding your motive, wherever you are in your life, so you can be the best version of yourself possible. Remember, FCS, we are improving the world, and we do that by improving you. Y'all take care, have a great and blessed day, and look forward to hearing from you.